So do you guys like new sets? Do you guys like... Well, today we're going to be talking about the 2021 Star Wars leaks. There's not a lot of new sets coming out this year that I'm actually interested in, so I figured we'd talk about some of next year's sets, because some of them actually look really interesting, and I want to just give my opinions on some of them as a first impression. These will be a lot shorter videos as well, so you guys can just find out my sort of base opinion, and then when the sets come out, we'll do a big video on them. Due to the sequel trilogy sets not doing so well, I figured they weren't going to put a lot of money into Star Wars sets next year, and all the sets that they were going to focus on were going to be from the original trilogy, and I seem to have got this correct. I was going to make a whole video on this, but it kind of already came out by the time I wanted to make a video on it, so... But we're going to be talking about some of the sets here we do have pictures on, and like I say, this is from the LEGO catalogue. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about in terms of the pictures, you can go to my Discord, which will be in the link below. Now, starting off with the Imperial Shuttle, all these sets are going to be downsizing over the next year. And like I say, I think this is just due to LEGO not putting as much money into Star Wars. But this doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. I mean, this Imperial Shuttle, in my mind, actually looks really good. Yeah, there are a few questionable features on it, like what's that grey piece at the bottom there, just underneath the cockpit. I don't necessarily think that this ship is too small, which I know a lot of LEGO Star Wars fans were worried about. Now, the Resistance X-Wing is unfortunately one of those ones that is... a 4+ set, and let's just say nobody really liked the original, so why did they bring it back? Honestly, this X-Wing looks awful. I hate the look of it. I don't know why they've brought it back. I don't even think 4-year-olds are going to like the look of that cockpit design. Moving on to the TIE Fighter. Now, this is probably the most controversial for me. I don't like the look of it. I honestly, when I first saw the pictures, I thought it was a 4+ set as well. And then I realised that no, it's the full $40 TIE Fighter. Now, I understand that $40 is not a lot, so of course you're going to have this sort of downsizing. But I don't know how many people are going to buy this. It's honestly one of those ones where, I mean, I'm going to skip over it because I just don't like the look of it. In terms of the microfighters, I think it's a bit stupid. I mean, the Millennium Falcon one, we've already had, I want to say 3 times now. Even though I know that a lot of people are Star Wars fans, it's one of those things that I don't think we need 3 microfighters of the same ship. I think this is just LEGO being a slight bit lazy, especially if we could have got like a Razor Crest. I think that would have done so much better. The AT-AT and the Tauntaun, if you ask me, doesn't look massively great. I'm pretty sure we've had the AT-AT in a style before, and the Tauntaun, it's a brick-built design. People are going to be sort of on the fence about that, because I know people like the molded one. I like the molded one, but we're going to have to wait for better pictures before I can say, yeah, I like the brick-built one. And now onto the best set for me is the new X-Wing. Now, I haven't got a Red 5 X-Wing since the Yoda's Hut one, back in like 2005, I want to say. I was going to buy the 2018 or 19 Red 5, I don't remember when it came out, but unfortunately I missed it, and I'm kind of glad I missed it, because if you ask me, this ship could arguably be better. Not only is it going to be way cheaper because it's a reduced piece count, but it's also more minifig scale, which I prefer on my Star Wars ships, especially when I'm running out of space for more vehicles on my shelves, and an X-Wing has got a very large footprint. And not only that, I think the builds for X-Wings have been very, very similar over the last sort of 10 years, with tiny changes to the engines, but other than that, pretty much the same. This one looks like it's going to be a sort of new brick-built structure, and I don't know if you guys can see based on this picture, which again is in the Discord if you guys don't know what I'm on about, but does R2-D2 have a silver head? But I know we had the flat silver one introduced, and it could just be flat silver, but if they made it a sort of chrome aluminium color, that would be amazing. Can we finally get an update to the R2-D2 figures that's actually worth doing? I'm talking new headpiece, I'm talking back printing, I'm talking leg printing. I really want a new R2-D2 figure. I think we've had a pretty naff one for the last 6 or 7 years now. I just think LEGO need to update it. Something easily LEGO's capable of doing. And fuck, please give us a new molded third leg. I would love one. But this X-Wing looks pretty damn good. It doesn't look to be too sticker heavy either. It looks like we're going to get some stickers for the wings and a sticker for that front nose piece. But other than that, seems to be pretty much it. It reminds me a lot of the Brick Vault one. Now, the Brick Vault one is going to be a lot better, and it's obviously going to have higher piece count. But as far as I'm aware, the Brick Vault one does use a lot of illegal techniques. Now, don't quote me on that. I don't know. I'm just hearing from somebody that it does. It'd be nice to get a fully legal technique LEGO X-Wing that is more minifig scale. This is just my first impressions of the new 2021 Star Wars line. Nice simple videos so you guys can get a good gauge of what I'm going to be buying for next year and what's going to be featured on the channel, what we're going to be doing mods to, you know, stuff like that. My general opinions on what I'm going to buy. In this wave, I'm going to be buying the X-Wing, and that's pretty much it. Like I say, I'm not massive on Star Wars. I know a lot of people will be buying a lot of Star Wars stuff, so if you're wanting to see reviews on everything, you're probably better off watching Ash and Flash or M&R. But in terms of stuff we're going to actually have some fun with and modify and stuff like that, the X-Wing looks like it's sort of top box right now. Just as an extra little side note, I will be looking into the analytics of these videos just to see how well the series is doing, so if you like the idea of this series, please go ahead and either drop it a like, drop it a comment, just in case you guys want to see more of this stuff, or whether we should lean back and sort of stay away from this sort of stuff. But unfortunately, due to there not being a lot of sets that are coming out for the rest of this year, or not having a lot of mod ideas, or just waiting on parts for Bricklink to do some of these mocks, we need to find something else to do in the meantime. So if you like this series, let me know. If not, maybe suggest something else in the comments below. But that's been everything. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.